Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Now it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper, 60 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Big hold to the 30. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
46.
Prescott on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Prescott yet again. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 61 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Finding room at the 30. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big run there by Freeman, 55 yards. And Freeman, not sure if he was a surprise exactly, but he sure took the NFL by storm.
Well, when you talk with his team, they'll tell you they saw this coming. They knew he had the talent. They were just ready to turn him loose on a full-time basis, and he took full advantage of it.
And now one of the most electrifying runners in the game today. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Coleman now. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. This is Coleman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. It's Coleman here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons are in for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And he'll go down at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. First down, Prescott. Dancing to his left. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Coleman. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Here's Coleman. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Prescott to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Hey, let's go.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Bryant's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they get the field goal here at the end of the 2nd quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but, the Patriots...
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something.
You've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us. Everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove. And
this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are in for 6. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this? And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Falcons on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever.
Hey, Tuesday.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Randy Gregory in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now Austin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, Give him 15. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. He gets away from one. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now he's going to send this, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So the first connection there, Ryan, to Jones, and certainly a big reason they're losing on the scoreboard.
As they go as a connection, it appears so goes the team, and they need to be on the same page, in sync, and they really wish it could have been earlier in the game. Now they've got some ground to make up.
On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Second down, Prescott escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Now he'll let it go deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Michael Gallup, 69 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This linebacking crew, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff.
Mohamed Sanu with nobody ahead of him. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 40 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will get him one closer. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And out now come the Cowboys. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jack Crawford in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. 3rd and long for Prescott. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 46 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott steps away to his left. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And his throw is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Prescott now. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. First throw off the bench for the veteran Schaub. And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line.
It got his man complete. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 83 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. That makes this much more manageable. They'll move it from the 2 to the 1.
Totally manageable because many teams from the 2 want to throw the ball. But you put it at the 1, the running game is totally back in play.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. They'll try and sneak it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Under. Gun. Everyone, going in. 26.
Throwing here, Prescott rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Falcons on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be
Final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I are going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get dope.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Wow,
So
check me out.
Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A huge play there in overtime. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Like Rallo, how we move the ODQ, drop me off, I just jump off and go stupid. I don't know the dumb way. I think I know how we do it.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And Freeman lost the football.
Woo!
Cowboys have recovered.
It's over.
And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
You see me, little bro.
It's easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made.
You see what type of time I'm on? Now watch how I do this, you hear me?
Keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
Flush to his right.
Oh, you fucking ass.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Watch how I work this offense.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10.
Are you ass?
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Tech McKinley able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
46.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that,
I'm like
they'll be well short here for 4th down.
46.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He can run for it, and he will.
Got my name on it.
Gigantic call there in
Got my
overtime,
name
but
on it.
pays
Pressure
off
on my
with
end.
a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Watch me.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And Cooper able to work his way.
Watch me.
It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there, 26 yards. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A second down throw for Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
It's a close one.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they got
Coming
across
down
the
to the
50 last time. They
here.
fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They will run again with Coleman. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll go ground game here in the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Ryan.
Give me that. Please. Get up.
Jeff Heath. And they have possession, and they have it.
Talk that. Stay tall in the trenches.
So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
You see me, Lauren.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Paul Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this one caught by Beasley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yards.
Should I just go for the field goal and get it over with?
8
should I
yards that
finish it
time,
with a
able to take
touchdown?
off, and the result is a first down.
Let's go.
Prescott on first down. And Beasley over the middle. And he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Pardon, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. For the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Just ask Marvin to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Prescott now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Eluding the pressure.
That's
and
what
this
he's
is
doing.
going to be incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Or it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
I know what you're doing, bro. I know what you're doing.
It's intercepted.
Pressure on my end.
Picked off at the 49.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Leighton was trying to get the horse out of the stable. He was part of a dynasty. At least I was trying to be. It was the time in my life when I was finding me sitting in the spot. Dimes willing to do anything just to be a bad boy at the time. And I rolled the dice. Money didn't add up, but just that whole experience.
Yeah. Priceless.
Riding the bank. On top of that, the untimely demise of Frank V.I. Then the No Way Out tour. We were smoking outdoors. 80 stacks on CeeLo. That's what I was on. Videotaped it all. I still watch it now. I travel the world. Learned how to rock the crap. It ain't much, but it beats poor. Things that I've been through is all I can speak for.
So that'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our crew.